Alright, what it is, people? It's your boy Igor and Yu-Gi-Oh! We are back with another deck profile. This time we have the Fiend Smith Dear Bellstar Rescue Ace deck profile from the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2024 TCG/OCG. Like, comment, subscribe. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Make sure you share the videos, send them to your friends so we can get there. We will get there sooner or later, but I want to appreciate everybody for checking out our videos. But let's get into the deck profile. So this tournament was power packed. Let's get into the deck profile. The main deck count was 40 cards. Let's get into it. So the first three cards we have here, at three we have Nibiru the Prime being. This card was a powerhouse, been putting in work, definitely altered a lot of games, but people are playing this at 3 in the World Championship format, and this shows that this card in the OCG and TCG is just very, very powerful. A must have at 3. So they play 3 of these. 2 Rescue Ace Turbulence. Just this deck in general, just being able to resolve a set 4 and being able to play like that, like, I don't know what's the percentage of being able to play through that, but you cannot play through that unless you have some real interruption. And this deck was definitely able to be influenced in this format and be very, very powerful, as we seen on stream. So 2 Turbulence, 2 Rescue Ace Preventer, 3 Dear Bellstar the Black Witch. This card right here definitely was putting in work over the weekend. I think there are certain cards in this format and even in the TCG and OCG that you just cannot play. Just play a deck with and can't play. Dear Bellstar is one of them. The Fiend Smith is one of them. The Mo Charmy is one of them. There's a lot of cards that you just cannot compete with if you don't have them in your deck. So 3 Dear Bellstar at the max, being able to perform in this deck is definitely needed. So Dear Bellstar at 3, Fiend Smith Engraver at 3, Rescue Ace Airlifter at 1, so they only played one of those. Mo Charmy Perelia, this card right here was putting in work also. Was very, very overpowering. Once it resolved, it made the opponent stop, had to think and rethink their plays, but it definitely put in a lot of work. Let's read it. If you control no cards, quick effect, you can discard this card, apply these effects. Each time your opponent normal or special summons a monster from the hand, immediately draw 1 card. Once during the end phase, if the number of cards in your hand is more than the number of cards your opponents control plus 6, you must randomly shuffle the cards from your hand into the deck so the number in your hand equals to the number your opponents control plus 6. You're gonna activate one other Mo Charmy monster effect the turn you activate this card. So he played 3 of these. Played 1 Rescue Ace Impulse, 2 Snake Eyes Popular. Like I was saying before, the Fire King deck profile played 3. This one played 2. So Popular was definitely an MVP. A lot of people abuse it, being able to search it or just send it to the grave and being able to put it back in the Spell Trap Zone. This card was a must-have in almost every deck. So this deck played 2 of them. 1 Fabled Lurie, 3 Drolling Lockbird. Okay, so Drolling the main is pretty interesting. I mean, a lot of the decks did search, but being able to resolve with Drolling Lockbird is always very powerful. But playing 3 in the main is very, very good. 2 Rescue Ace Hydrant, 2 Bonfire, 1 Fiend Smith Track, 1 Original Simple Spore Snake Eye. Like I was saying, there were a couple deck lists that ran 2 and caught the opponent off guard, but this deck only played 1, so you know you always need the 1 of, but being able to play 2 caught a lot of people off guard. 1 Reinforcement of the Army, definitely a classic card. 1 Alert, 1 Emergency, 1 Rescue, 1 Wanted Seeker of Simple Spores, 1 Contain, 1 Extinguish, and 3 Infinite Impermanence. Infinite Impermanence is almost a must-have in almost every deck. You know, a hand trap that doesn't turn talents on, so I mean you can't go wrong with that. Let's look into the extra deck. 1 Fiend Smith Desiree. This card was putting in a lot of work. Made opponents have to like alter their plays so they could just play around this, but it's hard to play around this when you could just have the sequence connected to it and you could just negate 2 face-up cards. And also a lot of people were negating the Promethean Princess so they could continue playing, which was very, very good. 1 Fiend Smith Lacrima, which is banned in the TCG, but we were able to use it in this tournament. 1 number 38 Hope Harbinger, 1 Beatrice Lady of the Eternal, 1 Relinquished Anima, 1 Underworld Goddess of the Closed World, 1 Promethean Princess, 1 Access Code Talker, 1 Heater of the Fire Charmer, 1 SP Little Knight, 1 Fiend Smith Sequence, 1 Moon of the Closed Heaven, 1 Fiend Smith Requiem, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, and 1 Appaloosa Border Goddess. This and Nibiru definitely put work in every match that was on stream. Players were going into this like crazy to be able to make secure plays, but it's banned in TCG, but people were definitely playing it in this tournament, which made a big difference. The side deck, there are 3 Mseti, Glory of the Horus, 1 Protection of the Horus, 3 Ash Blossom Joy Spring, 1 King Sarcophagus, 3 Dark Ruler No More, 1 Call by the Grave, and 3 Evenly Matched. Evenly Matched was definitely putting in, a lot of work. I didn't see it get resolved too much, but Evenly Matched is always a powerful card that you definitely have to watch out for. So, well, that's it for this deck profile. Fiendsmith, Diabell Star Rescue Ace. I'm always glad to see other decks outside of the, the normal, things that you regularly see. But having to play through a back row is definitely hard. So shout out to this player, being able to play this. I believe this was another one of the OCG players. So I want to congratulate you. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy YUGIOH. We are out.